Hi students, now in this new video of life process chapter, and in this video we will learn about the very important concept, that is transportation. So in this chapter we have take two types of transportation, one transportation in plants and one transportation in animals. So in the animals, that is we take the transportation in human beings. So now in this video we are trying to understand totally concept about the transportation in human beings. So actually what is mean by transportation here? So here the transportation in human being means the transportation of nutrients, which are studied in the first videos, nutrition videos. Then transportation of the nutrients, transportation of oxygen from the respiration, and after respiration we get carbon dioxide. So transfer of carbon dioxide and the transfer of waste, nitrogenous waste. All these are be collected from the body, different parts, and transported is done by the transportation system. Right. So here we try to learn the mechanism of transportation of the blood. Right. The main medium is here blood. So blood carry nutrients, blood carry oxygen, blood carry carbon dioxide, and blood carry all nitrogen waste. And how with help of blood these are be transported to the every part of the body. That is nothing but what transportation systems. So the human, if you discussion about the human beings transportation system, so the human beings transportation system is consist of three major parts, right? So one part is itself a connective fluid, that is blood, right? So in the 9th class we are studying about the different types of tissues, epithelial tissue, cardiac muscles, connective tissue, right? Different types of smooth muscles, different types of tissues. So now in this chapter we have take one tissue, that is connective tissue. So in connective tissue, that is fluid, we call it as an blood, right? So blood is one thing which is main part in the transportation system. Then come to the other part, is pumping organ, that is heart, and that is second very important part of the transportation system. And the third one is very important, the tubes, that is called blood vessels and capillaries. These also plays a very important role in this transportation system. So now first point take about the transportation is consisting of three major parts, right? So I write first point here, transportation system. Transportation system in human beings consist of, that is number one. I write here. So what is the number one? That is connective fluid. We call it as a connective fluid. That is very important part of this transportation. The connective fluid is nothing but we call it as a blood, right? So blood. Now discuss about blood also one by one. Let's come to the second very important component, right, which is involved in the system, that is what pumping organ. I give diagram here. This is a pumping organ that pump the blood to all parts of the body, right? So pumping organ, that we call it as a heart, right? So we also study about all the parts and function of the heart. Then come to the last one, that is the tubes. The tubes, this is nothing but this is consist of, one is blood vessels, and also these blood vessels are further divided and they form the capillaries. We also mention our only blood vessels, that is enough, and also mention capillaries. So these are the three parts, major parts, from which the human transportation system is consist of. One is having the blood, and one that is fluid shape, and one is having pumping organ heart, and one is a blood vessel. So right, this is the first point about the transportation system. Right, now here the second point, what transported here in the body. So the transportation of oxygen, right? Oxygen and carbon dioxide, then nutrients, okay, nutrients, then nitrogenous waste, right, with help of kidney, nitrogenous waste remove with help of kidney, right? We also study about next videos. So nitrogenous waste, salt, sugar, etc. These are what come into the transportation systems, right? So our transport systems are consist of three: blood, heart, and blood vessels, capillaries, and what they transport, what they help in the transportation of materials. So materials are maybe oxygen, the carbon dioxide, nutrients, nitrogen waste, etc. involved in the transportation of these material throughout the body. So this is what the basic concept of the transportation, right, in human beings. Now come to study about one by one, that is about blood, about heart, and about the blood vessels. Right. So please note down these points, very important points about. For example, in the examination for 2 marks question, how the human transportation composed of. So this is answer: blood, heart, and blood vessels and capillaries. Okay. So I remove this one. Right. Now come to the plus point. First point, that is blood. Right. The first part of the transport system is itself with blood. So blood. See, we know about the blood. So blood is actually consists of a fluid medium, right? We observe the blood, we see the blood is red in color. Actually, it is in fluid medium, and that fluid is nothing but called as a plasma. And the plasma is a material which composed of so many cells. That is, we call it as a WBC, white blood cells, RBC, W blood cells, and platelets, and etc. Okay. So this is what nothing but blood. So I write down here blood consists of a fluid medium, and that fluid medium is called plasma, which composed of suspended cells in it. Okay, that is WBC, RBC, platelets, etc. Okay, this is the plasma, and this is the nothing but what? This is the plasma which transport all the materials, right? So what is the function of plasma here? So plasma provides a liquid medium for blood. One, it is easy to flow, that is it provide fluidity, right? Fluid means it is easy to flow, that is provided by the plasma, and plasma help in the transport of, okay, it is help in the transport of, that is plasma itself help transport of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nutrients, and then nitrogenous waste and salt, etc. So these are written N for nitrogenous waste, N for nutrients, okay, nutrients and nitrogenous waste. All these are what transportation takes place. That is done by the which material? That is with help of plasma. So this is about the blood. So blood consists of a fluid medium called plasma, which composed of or suspended of many cells, that is WBC, RBC, and platelets, and then it is helping the transportation of the oxygen, the nutrients, the nitrogen waste, salt, and etc. So this is the blood. Now in the human body there are 2 types of blood is there. If you look at the diagram of this heart in the textbook, they give 2 color. One is red color and one is blue color, right? So why they give red color one side and the blue color one side? If you observe the diagram of heart in the textbook, so you observe here one part is give blue color and one part is give red color. So why this color are what this color indication is there? So what meaning of this blue color and the red color? So in this discussion, there are 2 types of blood in the body, right? That is, one blood is we call it as a pure blood, and one blood is we call it as an impure blood. So what is pure blood? Pure blood is nothing but which carry oxygen. Okay, students, we know that during respiration we take the oxygen, and that oxygen is helpful for the provide of energy to the various life processes. We learn in the respiration chapter, right? The respiration is nothing but what? A source of oxygen which can provide an energy, right? For glucose breakdown there is required oxygen. So without oxygen the glucose not break down. So oxygen is very important for the life process, right? Because of the need the energy. So without oxygen the energy is not possible. Production of energy is not possible, right? So this transportation of oxygen is done by the blood, right? If the blood having oxygen, if blood carry oxygen, such blood is called as a pure blood, right? So what is impure blood? So we know that after oxygen takes place, breakdown to glucose to pyruvate in the presence of oxygen we form carbon dioxide, water, and energy. That carbon dioxide return from the body, right? Then when we respiration, the oxygen is going into the body. Then during exhalation, what return is come? That is carbon dioxide is come, and that carbon dioxide return from the body with help of blood. right? During the exhalation, the carbon dioxide is released, so that blood which carrying carbon dioxide, that is called as an impure blood. So because of the respiration, we have two types of transportation. One is transportation in oxygen and out carbon dioxide. During in oxygen, the blood carry oxygen, they get oxygenated blood, and during outlet, that is exhalation, then the blood carry carbon dioxide, and such blood is called as an impure blood, right? So another one word is there for pure blood. So pure blood is also called as an oxygenated blood, right? And the impure blood is also called as an deoxygenated blood. So in this blood we have to divide two types of blood, the pure blood and the impure blood, because without knowledge of the pure and impure, we don't understand this working, right? So because of that, advance I tell about the types of blood, right? So right now, one is what? One is impure blood. Okay. One is impure blood, and the meaning of impure blood is also, that is a deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood, right? So in the textbook they give the blue color, and that blue color indicate the deoxygenated blood, right? So in the diagram you indicate the blue color, and this blue color and this blue color vessels and tubes are indicate they carry deoxygenated blood, right? So actually they are not the blue color, but they are for indication they give the blue color. Okay, right? So deoxygenated blood. So as per textbook diagram, and I can mention here textbook diagram, that is not important point right in examination. Do not write this in examination. So for knowledge only. In the textbook they give blue color, right? They give blue color, which nothing but what? Deoxygenated blood. But actually color of deoxygenated blood is dark blue, dark red. So we know, we observe this one, what blood test. During the blood test, when the laboratory technician take the blood, what you observe, the blood is dark red, black in color. So that is nothing but what? Impure blood. So in the blood test they always take impure blood. Why? Because of the blood, the impure blood is flow in the body with the low pressure, right? So pure blood is because it is coming out from the heart, so the under high pressure, okay. Pure blood is under very high pressure, so they not use that. They use the impure blood because impure blood are low in pressure inside the body, right? So that is what dark in. Actually that is color, but in the textbook they give blue in colors, right? Blue vessels are indicate the impure blood, and the red vessels are indicate the pure blood. So that is about deoxygenated blood. So what is deoxygenated blood? Which carry carbon dioxide, okay? Which carry carbon dioxide, okay? Carry carbon dioxide, right? So this is deoxygenated blood. It is also called simple language impure blood, right? So this one is there. Now come to the another very important, that is a pure blood. Ion is removed, right? Pure blood. So what is pure blood? Pure blood nothing but the oxygenated blood, right? It is oxygenated blood, and the textbook they give the which color? That is red color, right? This is correct, red color, and the actual color of this also bright red, right? Bright red, that like this our red pen, right? Brighter red, and they carry oxygen. So it is called as a pure blood, that is which carry oxygen. It is called as a pure blood, right? So these are two types of blood which we have in the body, right, student? So this is the first component of the transportation system in human beings, that is blood. So blood involve plasma, that is plasma fluid medium. Then plasma having the different suspended many shells, WBC, RBC, platelets, etc. And they help in the transportation of nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, salt, sugar, and etc. substances have been transported from the all parts of the body, right? All parts of the body. Then we have to classify two types of blood. One is pure blood and one is impure blood. So impure blood nothing but what? Deoxygenated blood, which carry carbon dioxide, which is dark in color, right? And the oxygenated blood, which carry oxygen and which is bright red color. Okay, so these are the two types of blood. Now after studying that, now come to the very important long discussion topic, that is the pumping organ, heart. right? So please take on this point and take a small break for 1 minute and come to the very important long explanation about the pumping organ, that is the heart. Diagram is also important and the labeling also important, and the function and the working of one every part is very important. So start this discussion by taking 1 minute break. Okay student, so go and drink water or coffee or any juice and come in a 1 minute and we can discuss about the very important chapter concept, that is the pumping organ, heart. Okay, so take 1 minute break. Now come to the very important point, that is about the working and the function of and the design of this pumping organ, that is heart. Okay, so now important one point we have to be learn here. Very important to remember all the points. So first come to the about heart. What is mean by heart? So what is the working of this heart in the body, totally all parts together? What importance of heart in your body? So as we know the title, that is pumping organ, right? So heart is a pumping organ, pumping of blood, right? Pumping of blood. Maybe it is oxygenated blood or maybe it is a deoxygenated blood, right? Pumping means here, during pump there are two types of pumping. One pumping is transportation of oxygenated blood and one pumping is transportation of deoxygenated blood, right? So the pumping of oxygenated blood is nothing but to all parts of the body, right? One pumping is send the blood to all parts of the body and one pumping is send the impure blood to the lungs for purification, right? One is pumping for pure blood and one is pumping for impure blood. One pumping is supply for blood to all parts of the body and one is a supply of impure blood to the lungs for from deoxygenated to the oxygenated, right? Because of the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place in lungs. So blood is purified in the lungs, right? That is one part. So here pumping of the blood, that is first one, right? Then second very important point, this muscles, this heart is consist of very important muscle, that is called cardiac muscle, right? Cardiac muscles, right? Cardiac muscle, and we know that about cardiac muscles, the cardiac muscles are never be fatigued, right? That is important property of the cardiac muscle. They never be fatigued, they never be feel pain. We know that the heart can beat, pump 24/7, 24 hours and all week it can be beat without any fatigue, without any pain. It is what they all consist of a special cell that is called as fatigue, because we know that our body muscles, when we move a hand for a minute, then we feel the pain in that. Okay, though this is not muscle, but this is a special muscle, specialized muscles which never be fatigued. That is what a cardiac muscle, right? This is a cardiac muscle. Now another point, where this heart is located, right? This heart is located at the chest cavity, right? In the chest cavity, slightly at the center and slightly at the center, but slightly move left side, right? Slightly move left side. So this is the position of heart, right? This is the position of heart. Here heart is there, but it's slightly the left side. Okay, this is the heart, and then it is bent slightly left side. So this is left side heart is okay. That is this position. This is the exact position of, not here. Heart is not here. Okay, it is here, heart is here, and the heart is not in position. This is slightly left side move. Okay, the lower part of the heart is slightly more left side, right? This is the heart, and your heart is the size of your fist, right? What is the your side of your fist? That side of heart is there. That is what this side. That is slightly more left side. So it actually center, but most likely the lower part of more slightly left. So we call left side. So okay. So this is the very important point right here. Heart is okay. Then this the size of heart is next point. Size of heart is muscular organ. Okay, muscular organ, and the muscle is a cardiac muscle. Muscular organ which is as big as our fist. Okay, as per our how much of fist is there, that much the size of a heart is there. So my fist, this is my heart, and this is the position, and it is most likely left side. So this is what left heart. Okay, so this is what all about some important points about the blood, that is heart. So heart is pumping organ, and cardiac muscles made up of cardiac muscles, and located positions in chest cavity at the center, but the slightly more left side, and then more left side, and muscular organ is a vascular organ, that is cardiac muscle, and which big as our fist, right? So this is one. And come to another very important point about heart is, so heart having how many 1, 2, 3, 4 chambers. Okay, we know that heart is there for many amphibians, mammals and reptiles. Heart is present. So in different organisms there are different chamber of heart. In the fish we know that there are 2 chambers, right? So in the mammals having 4 chambers. So it is a mammal, so it is having 4 chamber heart. So human being we consider it is having a 4 chamber heart. Okay, 4 chamber heart. So this is all about this some important part about the heart. So heart is a pumping organ, cardiac muscle, location, and then size of the heart, and then it having 4 chamber, right? So now naming a 4 chamber, and then all the blood vessels. Okay, so now come to the other points after this. Okay, this is clear, simple points. Now come to the before working we have come to the identify the parts, very important. So first practice this diagram. This diagram also okay, or in textbook that diagram also okay. So practice that one. So now come to the one by one parts. So here it is called right atrium. So here see total 4 chamber, 1 chamber, 2 chamber, 3 chamber, and 4 chamber. Total 4 chamber. And the top here divide 2 sides. See a dot. I divide this heart into 2 parts. Okay, that like this, like if I divide this like and cut, so observe that there are top 2 chamber and bottom 2 chamber, right? After cutting like that, so top 2 chamber is called as a atrium, right? So top 2 chamber are called as a atrium, and the bottom 2 chamber is called as an ventricles. So as per their side position, okay, one is present on left side and one is present on right side, right? Topmost 2 chambers, 1 chamber present on left side and 1 chamber right here means this other 1 chamber, this chamber present left side and this chamber present the right side. So that is what atrium, having left side is left atrium and the right side is right atrium. So that is what atrium. Now the bottom is 2 chamber, that is called ventricles, but their position, one is see left side it is left ventricle and the right side is right ventricles. So the very important point is 4 chambers, right? 4 chambers in which 2 are atrium. 2 are atrium, that is one is right and one is left, right? That is top chambers, top chamber. Okay, top chamber. Next, another 2 chambers are ventricles, right? 2 chambers are ventricle, one is right and one is left. So it is a left ventricle, right ventricle, and these are present at the bottom, right? This present bottom of the heart, right? Bottom of the heart. So total 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 atrium, left, right 2, ventricle 2, that is left, right 2, 2 to the 4. So total 4 chambers are there, right? So this is very important first point, okay, about the parts, right? So 1 chamber here. So let us see where is it right, where is left. So if you write this side, right, this is the opposite. Right? If you draw writing this side means your left hand is left reverse direction. Okay. So if you writing with the right hand means your right hand on the left atrium and the right hand on the this right hand is here this side. Okay, right. So this is the left and this is the right. So this is you have to remember the labeling, not reverse it, not make this right and this left. That is wrong. So this side is your, if you drawing like this means your right side is left and your left side is the right. That is reverse because of we observe heart like that. If you observe right like means it is correct. Right, it is left side and this is the right side. But when we drawing in notebook or in examination, we face the heart like that. So reverse the position. Your left is now right in the diagram and your right is now left in the diagram. So that is mirror image. Okay, so it is mirror, right? So you have to remember. So most of students what done, they say it like that. So they take this is right, so this is right, this is left, so this is left. No, right, not that. It is like this one. Okay, this is the heart. So this is we learn about that. This is the heart, so this is left, so left side. This is the right, so this is the right side. Okay, so if doing like that means your right is left and your left is here right. Right. Okay, that is remember the top is atriums and the bottom is ventricles. This is very important. 4 chambers. Okay, now 2 chambers are in the wall. That is here 2 walls are there. Okay, next up. Come to the another one that is here. See, there is so many vessels are there. Here, this is called as a inferior vena cava, which is open at the right atrium. And here again another pipe is called superior vena cava, which is open in the right atrium. Then another is the pulmonary veins, which is open into the left atrium. And then this is the pulmonary arteries and the pulmonary. This one and this one, both are pulmonary arteries. Here one and here one, both are pulmonary arteries, which is open into the right ventricle. Right ventricle. This is nothing but what? Pulmonary veins. So pulmonary veins is related to the which? Right ventricle. Right? This is right ventricle. Okay, mention here because see here, this is right ventricle. So blood here right ventricle. So it is related to right ventricle. And this aorta or aorta, also called aorta is now aorta is related to which one? Left ventricle. And then this is related to the what? Right atrium. And this is also related to what? Right atrium. See, open right atrium. And then this is related to the what? Left. See, open into the left atrium. So that is you have to be remember the veins where from these are come. So pulmonary veins is come from the left side, that is left atrium, and the pulmonary veins arteries have come from the right atrium, that is from here side, and the pulmonary veins is come from the right atrium, and the aorta, this S shape is come from the aorta is come from the left ventricle, right, left ventricle LV. Right, and this T shape is pulmonary arteries come from RV, left ventricle, and then this is inferior vena cava and superior vena cava is open to the right atrium, that is the right atrium. So these are what different types of vessels which are come from which position, that is important, right? So now after understanding this point, now come to the working of heart. Okay. So how heart is work? Now, before that, I can do some very important point here. That is 2 terms: inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. Right? So, inferior vena cava means lower, from the lower part, right? And the superior means from the upper body, right? It is lower body, it is upper body. Okay, upper body. It is called upper vena cava, superior vena cava, and it is called lower body. It is called lower inferior vena cava. Okay, there are 2 which are also important for the right atrium. Now see, we know that there are 2 types of blood: pure blood and impure blood. Okay, right. One is pure blood. So first I take pure blood. That is also called as an oxygenated blood. Right, oxygenated blood. Now see. Heart having 4 chambers. Now which chamber carry this blood? Which chamber can pump? Which part of the heart can pump this body? Because oxygenated blood means pumping this oxygen to all parts of the body because require oxygen, right? So which side or which chamber have the heart pump this blood to the body? So that is answer is what? The left side, right? The left side. Okay, left atrium and left ventricles carry pump pump, not carry, pump pure blood. Okay, shortcut, right? Pure blood. Oxygenated blood, that is very important. So this part, your left side having pure blood, right? It is having a pure blood. Now see this side, impure blood. Impure blood, right? So that is impure means deoxygenated blood, means which carry carbon dioxide, right? So this carry what by the left, pure means this is what right. Okay, so right atrium and right ventricles carry impure blood. Impure means deoxygenated blood. So that is clear, students. So that is very important. Another very point about the chamber. Fourth chamber, left ventricle and left atrium carry pure blood, and right atrium and right ventricle carry impure blood. That is another very important point you have to remember. Okay, during examination that is very important. Which chamber having which blood? Okay, which blood they can be pumped. So they pump, cannot pump. Okay, here pump, right? Pump. So this left side chamber pump pure blood, and right side chamber pump impure blood. That is very important. Okay. Now another question: how these two left ventricle and right atrium get the pure blood from where? Right? From where they get the blood? So that is very important. And from where the right and the right ventricle and right atrium get the impure blood, and that is another important point. Okay. So after they are correct, I remove this one. Okay, this chamber carry pure and this chamber carry impure. Okay, this is over. Now come to another one. After chamber total study, now come to the another one, that is about superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Right? So first point about superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. It means what? See, observe one by one. We know that we study here right atrium which carry which type of blood? That is what? Right. That is impure blood. So this impure blood is sent to the atrium through the super vena cava. Right. So super vena cava carry this type of blood, impure blood. So this super vena carry impure blood, and that impure blood is enter into the right atrium first. So super vena cava carry impure blood from the different parts of the body, right? From the upper parts of the body. We know that oxygen is converted to the carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide present in the blood, and that blood is carried by the super vena cava and sent to the right atrium. So what is super vena cava? Carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, carry deoxygenated blood. This can be deoxygenated blood collected from the body parts and sent to right atrium. Right? Superior upper part, that is from the head to from this neck side. So all these side blood which carry impure blood, that blood is collected by the super vena cava and sent to the right atrium. So right atrium collected impure blood, right? Okay. Now inferior means inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. Okay. Inferior vena cava means which carry inferior means from the lower part of the body. From heart is here, so from the lower part of the body, the impure blood is collected by the inferior vena cava and sent to the right atrium. Okay, carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, collected from the lower body, upper body parts. Okay, upper body part, the upper body parts, lower body parts, and send to right atrium. Right. This is what the function of inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. In the examination they may ask, label the superior vena cava and write this function. So what is superior vena cava? This is a super vena cava which is open in the right atrium, and its function is to collect the deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body and send it to the right atrium for the pumping, right? And what is the inferior vena cava? Inferior vena cava collect the impure blood from the lower part of the body and send it to the atrium for pumping. So that is we have to be remember about the super vena cava and inferior vena cava. Super means upper part of the body, inferior means lower part of the body. That is what impure blood and impure blood, deoxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. That is what about inferior vena cava, right? Come to here, this side, pulmonary veins, right? I take pulmonary veins. This over, one by one I can analyze it. Okay, this is over. All right. Now after that, okay, after that you have to take this side. Okay, this is over. This one is this one over. Now come to the another very important this side, right? About related this side. So here observe that this is taken pulmonary veins. Okay, pulmonary arteries taken. Okay, first related finished about to the right side. Pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries. See, now see, the right atrium collect the blood, right? Collect the blood, and that blood is later sent to the right ventricle. Right ventricle. Okay, they collect the blood from the right atrium, collect the blood from the super vena cava and inferior vena cava, and that blood after collection sent to the right ventricle, and then right ventricle send that blood to the this pipe. That is what pulmonary arteries. So tell me that. So pulmonary having which type of blood here? So impure blood enter here, impure blood enter here, and then impure blood is passed through the pulmonary artery, one left lungs and one the right lungs. So that is the pulmonary arteries carry carbon dioxide and send it to lungs for purification or for oxygenated, right? So here a deoxygenated blood is there which carry carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide blood carry blood is transported to the lungs through the pulmonary arteries, that left lungs and right lungs, and this is sent to the lungs. Pulmonary artery carrying impure blood, and that impure blood is sent to the lungs for the oxygenation, for the purification. That is the what pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries are the arteries which carries impure blood, which send the impure blood to the lungs for purification, for oxygenation. That is very important, right? Now another very important point here, pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins. See, after the purification, right? After the purification in the lungs, exchange of the carbon dioxide and oxygen into the alveoli. We know that the blood is now pure, and that pure blood is enter into the entry point, enter into the right atrium, then to the left ventricle. So the left atrium collect the pure blood with help of pulmonary veins. Right? Pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood. Okay, pure blood, oxygenated blood. Now this oxygenated blood is enter into the left ventricle, and then when left ventricle, this pure blood is transported to the which part? Aorta part. That is aorta part. Okay, aorta. Another important is aorta or aorta. This aorta carries which type of blood? Pure blood, which send to all parts of the body. That is carry pure, left pure. So pure transported to all parts of the body with help of that aorta. So aorta is called as a largest artery. It is called as a largest artery. Okay, it is largest artery. Pure blood carried blood vessel, that is pure, largest artery, that is aorta. So after aorta carry pure blood sent to all parts of the body. Again the cells absorb oxygen, they form carbon dioxide, again they are absorbed by the inferior, again sent to here, then sent to the lungs, then purification, then come by the pulmonary veins, then aorta, they send the pure blood. So that is what the motion of the movement of the blood into the body. Okay, see again, enter into the pure blood, impure blood from the pulse, vena cava, then through right to the ventricle to the impure blood, pulmonary arteries, and artery to the lungs, then lungs after purification they send it to the pulmonary veins, pure blood enter the left to ventricle, atrium to ventricle to aorta, and send all parts of body. Again the impure, then come to the again inferior, then cycle is a continuous running on. Okay, this is what there is a working of this is all parts working, or function of all the parts in this heart diagram. So okay, so please write down these important points here, right? So after that, okay, finish, right? After that we have take one sentence is there, relaxation and contract. We know that the sound of heart is lub dub, right? That is the beating of the sound of the heartbeat, lub and dub, lub dub. Okay, so during this sound we observe that the heart is like pump. One is relax, one is contract, relax, contract, right? See, we know that the right atrium collect the blood and left atrium collect the blood. In what condition? When heart is relaxed position. Heart is in act is relaxed. In relaxed position, these open and then left atrium collected the blood. Okay, when relaxed, heart is relaxed, left atrium collect pure blood, right? Okay, this side. Again, now this side, when heart is relaxed, the right atrium collect opposite blood. When heart is relaxed, right atrium. Okay, what is function of right atrium here? Collection of impure blood. So right atrium collect impure blood. Okay, both relaxed position. Topmost chambers are filled. Now this is relaxed position. Now this is contract position. When they are contract, okay, then in contract, then what happened? These walls are open and then close because they prevent the black flow of the blood. Okay, they are tell later on. But when this is contract, these walls are open, then blood from left to come to the left to atrium to left ventricle. When the heart is contract, right? When heart is contract, blood enter into the left, which blood that is pure blood, right? Pure blood enter into the left ventricle and send the blood to the body. So in the contract position, the blood is sent to the body. Okay, so here observe that relax, blood enter, contract, blood is just enter into the left and then pass to the aorta. So during relaxation, the blood is collected, and during contraction, the blood is contracts, blood is pumped to the body. That is pumped to the body. So like that, when relax, right atrium collects the blood. When contract, right ventricle collects the blood and send it to the lungs. So relaxation position, collection of blood. Contract position, the right ventricle send the blood to the lungs. So this is what the contraction and relaxation of heart. So in the relaxation position, the left collect the blood, right collect the blood. During contract position, these left ventricle, right ventricle collect the blood, and then contract position they send the respective blood. I want this for the body, I want to the lungs. So this is what the function of this one. And also here septum is given. So what is the septum? Septum is a dividing wall, okay, which prevent the mixing of pure blood and impure blood. That is only one, because mixing is not tolerated by the fourth chamber heart. Okay, that is for higher organisms. Okay, so here what is septum? Septum is a dividing wall which prevent the mixing of pure and impure blood. Okay, so take that also. This over. Now come to the next one. Okay. Septum, right? Dividing wall, which prevent the mixing of pure and impure blood. Okay, deoxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So that is septum. Now the walls are present when blood is enter from right ventricle, the wall is closed, right? And then blood is flow from left atrium to right left ventricle, the wall is closed. Why? Because of the prevent the black flow of water. Okay, wall is present. Wall is what? Wall. This prevents the back flow of blood. Okay, black flow. If blood is one time enters from right to left, right atrium to right ventricle, means it is not the flow back. So that is why these walls are closed, right? So that is what this prevent the black flow of blood. So this is, students, all about the function of a heart. So during relaxed position, these chambers collect the blood. During constant position, these blood collect the contract position. These blood collect the these chamber collect the blood and send it to the aorta and send to the pulmonary arteries. Okay, so these are what the function of and working of different parts and function of the heart. Hope you understand this concept. Okay, again one time watch the video again and again recall all the explanation I give about the different parts. So that is very important. You have to remember for long time it is. Okay, this is very important because more time they ask the question about this, what is the function of this, what is the function of this, and which part collected pure, which part collected impure. So all these are very tricky questions. Okay, which questions are maybe asked from this, and also the diagram is very important for examination. 4 marks diagram. Right, 2019 and 2020 both the years they ask the same diagram, that is for 4 marks, and label the parts pulmonary veins, maybe pulmonary veins, and one is aorta. Right, only 2 labeling is they ask, but you have to understand all labelings and all labeling function. Sometimes they give the diagram and then say to label the parts and write the function of that part. So that is very important. So please remember all these parts, all parts function, and also practice the drawing of the human heart. Okay, hope you understand these all discussion of a transportation system in human beings. So now come to the next very important part. After this working, we come to the very important point, that is about the blood vessels, and that is blood vessels, that is blood tube, blood vessels and capillaries, and then limbs, and in the next video. For this video I hope this is enough. Okay, I not make this video long. If I take that discussion means this video is very long, so I stop here. Okay, so up to that we have to learn, one is blood and one is pumping organ and one is left vessels and blood vessels and capillaries. That for next video, but this video is enough for you. Okay, so please again watch this video again and again and revise all the concept, because it is very important as examination, not here only, for also in PUC first year class 11 again repeated. For NEET examination also it is very important. So please again watch the video, practice all these parts. So again I thank for watching this video.